So I've germinated a lot of seeds in my day, and what exactly is, in my opinion, the best way to germinate seeds? My name is CE420, and after a couple messages from our partners, I will get right into the video. Hey guys, I just want to jump in here real quick before we get too far into this video. I want to let you guys know that I am officially an affiliate for AC Infinity, a place where you can get all of your grow setup needs, from ventilation, dehumidifiers, lights, grow tents, you name it, you can probably find it on acinfinity.com. So if you go to acinfinity.com, next time you need to get a different grow light, or the next grow setup is calling your name, or you just need some replacement parts, or maybe a refillable carbon filter, go ahead and check out acinfinity.com and use promo code EXPRESS420 at checkout. That is acinfinity.com. Use promo code EXPRESS420 for 10% off at checkout. Thank you guys very much. Before getting into this video, I want to let you guys know that I am affiliated with seedsmanseeds.com. Yes, you can finally use a referral link down in the description below to get yourself some of the most top-notch genetics in the business. And I'm not going to show their website. We all know what they sell there. I'm not going to show any footage from their website because I want this video to have the least likelihood to get age restricted. But you can head over to Seedsman Seeds. You know the name, you know the game, you know the genetics. There's some big names and some things you have never heard of that look absolutely fantacular. We were looking at them on stream. If you want to go check out my last stream, you can go see what they got going on over there. But you can use the link in the description below, assuming YouTube doesn't absolutely obliterate this video for it being there. And you can go get a discount on some seeds and help out the channel. It would really mean a lot to me, and it would really mean a lot to your garden that you are putting good genetics in to get great product out. Thank you to Seedsman Seeds for being generous enough to give me an affiliate link, and back to the video. So when you look up how to germinate seeds, you're going to have a lot of methods on your hands and a lot of things you can look into to actually get these seeds into the ground and grow a final product. But what, in my opinion, is the best way, hands down, to do this? What are the pros? What are the cons? How do you do it? Let's get into it. So the method I'm going to be talking about, just to get it out of the way, is the paper towel method. I'm sure you guys have seen it, sure you guys have heard of it, and I'm sure a lot of you have used it because this is the recommended way to do it by a lot of old school growers as well as new school growers. And a big reason is because it's reliable. So how do you do it? Let's get it out of the way. Basically the basics. You take a paper towel, you get it moist, you wring out the extra water. It's not going to hurt anything. It just makes it easier to deal with and a lot less messy. You wring it out, you make that water or that paper towel damp. You put the seeds onto the paper towel. You fold the paper towel in half. You put that in a plastic bag on either a paper plate or a normal plate. I would recommend a normal plate just so it doesn't get soaked and flimsy and whatever. And then you put that in a dark space, a warm, dark environment. And after a couple days, keeping it moist, spraying it with a bottle, keeping that bag open, ventilated, just so it has fresh air going in and out, you will be able to germinate your seeds. And after 3 to 5 days, you will normally be able to see taproots coming out of these seeds. And then after that, you can put the plants directly into the soil. Now, an obvious pro to this method is that you will be able to see the taproots. You will be able to see what seeds are germinating and which ones are going to be taking off. A con to this is that it is an extra step in the grow process, but I think it makes it more worth it considering the price of seeds being relatively high right now. You might as well put in a little bit of extra work to make sure that your plant is going to germinate, because I've had late germinators and I'm in a little dilemma right now where I have a plant that didn't end up germinating a seed, and I said, fuck it, I'm just going to throw it in, and now I have 2 plants in 1 pot, essentially. So why do I think this is the best way to germinate seeds? Well, when you germinate in the soil, one of the biggest cons is that you cannot see what's going on. For a lot of beginner growers, this is going to incline them to dig that seed up, check on the progress, and bury it back down. This is adding handling to your seeds, this is adding stress to your seeds, and this is ultimately going to slow down your process of growing if that seed had any potential to begin with. A con to the paper towel method, on the other hand, is that a lot of people like to spice things up. They like to soak their plants in water. They like to do a couple extra steps that make the process a little bit more confusing, and also handle the plant more, or handle the seed more, adding stress in its delicate state. Simply the best way I've found to do this method is just to throw those seeds into the paper towel. If you use like a shot glass, you fill it with water, you see which ones are going to sink, which ones are going to float. Sure, that could indicate which seeds are higher quality, but the seeds are going to be the quality that they are in, whether they're in the paper towel or not. Water is water. When it's soaked, it's soaked. It's going to be in the paper towel at some point anyway. You might as well just throw it in there, but that's just my 2 cents. I always go directly into the paper towel. I have a very high germination rate. I always grow great genetic. They always turn out fantastic because I always buy from reputable seed banks, and that seems to be the real key of getting quality seeds. The only reason I wouldn't recommend doing this is if you don't have paper towels at your house, but they are relatively cheap. Almost everyone has them, and it's just the best go-to method to be able to understand which seeds are going to take off. It can weed out weak ones early. Sure, weak seeds can turn into strong plants, but if you are a stickler for quality through all stages of growth, it is very possible you don't want to waste time on a plant that's germinating slow. That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but you won't know how fast a seed's going to grow unless you have a deadline as to how fast those seeds can pop out of the soil if you plant directly in soil. And the problem with that is, while it might take a long time for that plant to pop out of the soil, it could be growing a enormous taproot underneath, and you just won't know unless you dig it up, which again, that could be a cause for concern. So what's your favorite way to germinate seeds? What is the method you choose? Do you do a bunch of extra steps? Let me know in the comments section below. What is your criterion for growing seeds, germinating seeds, determining their quality? Let us know down in the description, or wow, I've done that twice today. Let me know down in the comment section below what your method of germinating is, and if I missed any details, I'm so sorry. Let me know in the comments as well. I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you guys next time.